how do you want to go about doing this as far as get the best for you? I was saying just basically kind of go through, like I said yesterday, like you didn't know anything, and just kind of go with that.
That's probably be the best way. I just ask simple things like, when you first started doing anything, what was your expectations, and some real flipping questions.
Okay. All right.
That people who have this type of situation,
okay.
About what they expect or at least what they think they expect.
Okay, that'll work. All right, so let me know when you're ready, or are you already going? Yeah. You're just gonna edit it? All right, that'll work. All right, so what we have here is we have Mr. Dorsey, and he's about to be adjusted using the Pro Adjuster. How this works is we have the sensor here, and this actually records the resistance in each joint. What that's then going to do is going to create a graph up here for me and let me know which areas are showing the highest amount of resistance or the least amount of movement in Mr. Dorsey's spine. So what we're going to have Mr. Dorsey do is just going to lean forward up here. We're going to be taking a scan of his neck. This gives me that graph over here. It tells me where we need to be doing the adjustments. For Mr. Dorsey, we're going to be doing C2 and C5. What this is doing is just putting a vibration into the joint. That's actually going to reset the joint on the segments above and below the one we were on. Then we do a post scan to see what kind of change that we got out of it. In his mid-back area here, we're doing T3, T6, and T12. And in his lower back, we're doing L2, L5, and sacrum.
I don't know about other people, but I can actually feel that tingle.
Yeah, a lot of people can feel the tingle as the joint is moving. It right away it starts affecting the nerves, and a lot of people can feel the tingle either running down their arms or running down their legs, depending on where we're actually doing the adjustment at. I'm going to have you sit up nice and tall for me. All right, so after we get done with the adjustment itself, we're going to go back and we're going to work some of the soft tissue. For Mr. Dorsey here, I've been mostly working his neck, shoulder areas, and actually down onto his hands to try and free up some of the stiffness that he has in his hands.
It's been a while since I've been. I was almost better than a month now. About a month now.
We'll go quick and see what we've done.
Yeah, well, I know it has been. As long as I still wait, where's that next?
It's been about 5 weeks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you turn your head to your right. So right now we're just working the muscles down along the side of his neck, the paraspinal muscles, down into the trap muscles. And turn your head to your left. Now tilt your head all the way forward for me. tilt your head all the way back. Doing the same thing here, just running down the paraspinal muscles in the thoracic and lumbar area. It's left hand. What I've been doing for him is mainly just working around his wrist area, on front and back, and up into his thumb. That seems to have basically loosened up some of these muscles and gives him a little bit of increased range of motion in his hand. I'm going to do the same thing on his right side. And the one thing that I notice when I'm doing this on him is that I can feel his hand actually loosen up while I'm doing this.
I've been running around today, so of course everything's controlled and gets worse it can be. So when I'm running around, I get tight, and the first thing that shows is my hands.
Yeah.
The first thing that closes up on me. My left hand's weaker than my right, so it's kind of like this now. But lately, it has been doing about what this one does. Just slower.
I know one thing that I've noticed with you as we've been working on you, at least over the last year and a half that I've been here working on you, is that obviously the colder weather definitely affects you as things warm up. It helps you increase the amount of movement in the
It's like
All right, so let me have you stand up for me. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be working over his SI joint and his low back. There again, this is more just soft tissue work. The SI joint, the glute, the piriformis. And that right side, doing the same thing. How does that feel for you? Wonderful.
2 weeks is still 5.
It definitely does make a difference.
Especially for me. I can feel myself. Both people can feel the misalignment, but I can feel when I'm off the line.
Yeah.
Because I'm struggling to stay, to do what I normally do.
You'd actually be surprised. A lot of people that we treat, at least here in this office, can tell. They'll tell me, I know I went too long. I started to feel it. So a lot of people, they definitely can start to feel the misalignments coming in, and as long as they get in here, it usually takes care of it. One treatment usually does a lot after you have somebody in a good position. Obviously, with you, we had to do a little bit more to get you in that position, but
I was telling her that she probably